Hi, my name is Harrison Sherwood, and I'm here with my good friend Tyler. And what we're going to be talking about today is how the Bible is from God. All right, first of all, Tyler, the Bible is accurate.
Mm-hmm.
There are thousands of references in the Bible, and they have all been proven to be correct.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the first one is archaeologists discovered a man named Gaius on the streets of Corinth. His name was written in the stones. And what it was it said that he built that street with his own time and his own money. And it mentions in Romans 16:23 that there was a man named Gaius, and what he did, he was a public works leader. And what that means is that he kind of organized the streets, organized the houses, kind of made the town almost.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what it mentioned in the Bible. And then the archaeologists found real proof of the streets that's what it is. So I mean that's pretty cool. You know, you read all these things, and you think that's a cool story, but then you actually find it, and you say, wow, that's hard evidence. That's pretty cool. Another example of why the Bible is truth. There was a clay cylinder found, and what it does is it depicts. It's a picture of Cyrus, and it shows him letting his prisoners go, and he lets them go to go back to their own home country and rebuild their temple.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about that is that in Ezra 1:1-2, it talks about how Cyrus would do this. I mean, he was the king of Persia. And that's a big deal. And for a man of that much power to release them, and for it to say like that in the Bible, it's a really cool fact. And that's all for the points of why the Bible is just truth. You know. Now we're gonna get into why the Bible is from God. Okay, so the Bible it's a collection of 66 books written by 40 different people. And it's over 15,000 years, 1,500 years.
Incredible.
Not 15,000, 1,500 years. And so, think about all the information, all the organization that would take. You know, that goes through generations and generations of people, of families.
Yeah.
And if something like that was passed down, and it came through, and it was the book, that would take enormous amounts of information, enormous amounts of organization.
Definitely.
So, I mean, I guess that's somewhat, it could happen, I guess, but the chances of that are slim.
Yeah.
So it had to come from one mind, and that one mind, the only mind that could comprehend that much is God's.
Definitely.
And so, I mean, that's one thing. That's a truth. God had to do it. And then another reason why God created the Bible is that the Bible, it avoids scientific false scientific wrongs, what it is. And in that time, all the people, what they would do is, they wanted to further their knowledge. And so what they did was they found theories and they tried to prove them. And one of those was Plato. And what he did was he tried to prove that the Earth was at the center of the universe, center of the galaxy, and the sun rotated around it.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that wrote the Bible realized that wasn't true because God didn't tell them that.
Yeah.
And so they realized that was false, so they didn't put it in the Bible. And if they had, then that's a reason why people can say like, oh, well, the Bible's wrong.
Yeah.
You see, because all this and this information that counteracts all this, and so that would just cause a big problem.
Yeah.
And a lot of other religious communities they included things like that. Like one, they think that the Earth is on top of a slow-moving turtle and it's slowly making its way around the universe. You know. And another one, there's a man that holds Earth on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And that's his job. A sucky job, but that's his job. And his name was Atlas. And so they included things like that. But for the Bible not to include those things, it just makes it that it's just that much more right.
Yeah.
You know? Another cool thing about the Bible is that And the final point about why God made the Bible is that it made predictions.
Yeah.
And the thing about these predictions was that they happened. It's
Yeah.
true. And one of these, it comes from Deuteronomy 28:36 through 37, is that the Israelites were told that they will be scattered throughout the earth.
Yeah.
And that happened. And it's happening now,
Yeah.
too, because, over thousands of years ago that happened, and for it still to be happening now, and God be that right?
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's just, there's no coincidence there. No coincidence. Well, Tyler, that wraps it up.
Thank you.
Happy you listened to me, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.